Hello and welcome to Byju's IAS. Let's get started and look into our daily quiz. Let's look into the first question. Consider the following pairs. We have the Amendment Act on one side and the provisions that it introduced on the other side. First Amendment Act, 9th Schedule. 25th Amendment Act abolished the privy purses. 42nd Amendment Act fundamental duties added. 62nd Amendment Act voting age was decreased from 21 to 18. Which of the above pairs are correctly matched? The answer to this is 1 and 3 only. Why have we taken this practice question? Because this article here makes a mention of one of the constitutional amendments. Let us try and understand what are these options. When we look into the First Amendment Act, yes, it did introduce the 9th schedule as well. What is this 9th schedule? Before 1947, there was large scale inequality that was persisting in the country. There were people who held large swathes of land as well. These were called as the zamindars. There were other people as well who were holding large swathes of land. This land had to be equally distributed to people in and around the country. So what do the state governments do? Multiple state governments in India come up with land reforms. This was also supported by the central government as well. What would happen? The lands which were given to the zamindars by the British or by the earlier systems, this would be taken up by the government and would be redistributed to the laborer community or the farming community. So what would happen? The lands that were given to the zamindars were ultimately taken and would be redistributed to the people who were farming on this particular land. So what does this mean? This means that the zamindar rights were getting violated. So what do? They go to the court of law. The court of law goes in favor of these zamindars. This is where the state come up with one of the framework called as the 9th schedule. What is this 9th schedule? Basically, if there are laws enacted by the state government or by the central government, even if it is violating the fundamental rights of the people, such law cannot be reviewed by the Supreme Court, by the High Court or the courts in India. So take up any law. If it is placed in the 9th schedule, such a law cannot be reviewed by the court of law. This was what was put in the 9th schedule. Let's say there is one of the law, a land reform law. If it is placed in the 9th schedule, the courts cannot look into it. So judicial review cannot happen, said the 9th schedule. And then comes the landmark judgment of I.R. Coelho versus the state of Tamil Nadu. In this particular judgment, the Supreme Court has clearly said judicial review is part of the basic structure. Fundamental rights are basic to the Constitution of India. If it is getting violated, that is when the court can also look into those laws even if it is placed in the 9th schedule. Since judicial review is part of the basic structure, there are some fundamental rights which are very fundamental to the Constitution. If it is getting violated or it is getting abrogated, judicial review will become part, says the Supreme Court in I.R. Coelho versus the state of Tamil Nadu. So the present condition is the Supreme Court or the courts in India would be able to review even those laws which are placed in the 9th schedule. Now when we look into the second option, it says 25th Amendment Act abolished privy purses. It is not 25th, but instead it is 26th Amendment Act. What is this abolition of privy purses? As India became independent, we had the British provinces and we also had the princely states as well. These princely states were given an option, either become part of India or you can remain independent. But what happens? We have the great Vallabhbhai Patel ji, whose political acumen immediately enters in. He goes and speaks to the kings, he forces them, he invokes the patriotism, he cajoles them, reasons out with them, and in fact asks them to become part of India to establish a greater India. These people who were convinced, they become part of India and they also signed the instrument of accession. Since they became part of India, they gave up number of titles and multiple other things. India promised them that we would be paying you some money. That money is what is called as privy purses. So annual payment that was supposed to be paid by India to these princes or the kings who gave up all their powers is what is called as privy purses. But then in the 26th Amendment Act of the Constitution, we did abolish Article 291 which speak about the privy purses. So it was not 25th Amendment Act, but it was 26th Amendment Act where a provision was introduced for the abolishment of the privy purses. Then we have the 42nd Amendment Act. Yes, it speaks about the fundamental duties that were added. Finally, it is not 62nd Amendment Act. Instead, it is the 61st Amendment Act which reduced the voting age from 21 to 18. When we look into all these options, we have a link in our website which will give you all the major amendments that has taken place in the Indian Constitution. Now let's look into the next practice question. With reference to prepaid payment instruments, which of the following statements are correct? Interest is paid on PPI balances. Semi-closed PPIs permit cash withdrawal. Which of the statements are correct? The answer to this is none. Why have we taken this practice question? Because this article here makes a mention of prepaid payment instrument. Let me explain this with the help of some examples. We have one of the type of prepaid payment instrument called as the closed system. What is this closed system? Let's say you want to send gifts to one of your friends on Myntra. So what do? You pay the amount and Myntra will send a coupon or a code to that particular person. If that particular person has to buy one of the clothing accessories, what does he do? He uses this particular coupon to buy this particular product. Can Myntra coupon be used on Amazon? No. Can Myntra coupon be used on Shoppers Shop? No. So that is what is called as closed payment instrument, where you have the restriction that you would be able to use this gift coupon only on that particular platform. In this particular process, there will be no cash withdrawals that will be permitted, and these instruments cannot be used for payment or settlement for the third party services as well. That is what is called as closed system payment. So you are restricted only to that particular platform. There is another instrument called as the semi-closed system. What is a semi-closed system? Let's say for example Paytm. What do? You want to buy one of the good or the service. So you go to a particular merchant, you can make use of the Paytm. In Paytm, you would have taken money from your banking system. You would have put money into this Paytm bank money. So what do? In case you have to buy a product, you can make use of the Paytm. In this particular process, what happens? You would be able to use it for other merchants as well. There, it was just restricted to one particular platform. But here, if you have taken money from your bank account, put it into Paytm, from Paytm you would be able to buy other products as well, but you would not be able to withdraw the cash. So kindly remember, a semi-closed is where they can be used at merchant location and at the same time they do not have the provision of cash withdrawal. So now when it comes to first option, will Myntra pay you any interest? No. Will Paytm pay you any interest? No. So interest is not paid on the PPI balances. Now when it comes to the second statement, semi-closed PPIs permit cash withdrawal? No. Paytm does not allow you to withdraw cash, but it only allows you to use your cash for the goods and services, which is why both the options are wrong. The answer would be none. Now let's look into the next practice question. Which of the following statements are correct about adjournment motion? Rajya Sabha is not permitted to make use of this device. It should not discuss a matter that has already been discussed in the same session. It requires 1/10 of the total number of members of the House to support the motion. Which of the statements are correct? The answer to this is 1 and 2 only. Why have we taken this practice question? Because this article here makes a mention of adjournment motion. Let us try and discuss what are these options. When you look into the first option, yes, Rajya Sabha is not permitted to make use of this particular device. This is a tool or a device which is only given to the Lok Sabha. When you look into the second option, it says it should not discuss a matter that has already been discussed in the same session. Let's say we are in one of the session, the monsoon session or the budget session. They have already discussed about this particular matter. The same cannot be discussed in the same session with respect to the adjournment motion. Yes, this statement is also right. But when it comes to the third statement, this is wrong. That is because what we are speaking here is about the quorum. But to pass or to speak about the adjournment motion, what we require is the 50 people or 50 members from the Lok Sabha. So the third option is wrong, which is why the answer to this would be 1 and 2 only. Now let's look into the next practice question. Fit for 55, recently seen in news, is an program by Food Safety and Standards Authority of India to engage and enable citizens to improve their health and well-being by making the right food choices. European Commission proposal for reducing greenhouse gas emissions. plan developed by developed countries to discourage multinational companies from shifting profits and tax revenues to low tax countries. Supply chain pact initiated by India, Japan, Australia to counter China. Which of the statements are correct with reference to Fit for 55? The answer to this is a proposal made by the European Commission for reducing the greenhouse gas emissions. Why have we taken this practice question? Because this article here makes a mention of Fit for 55, which is taken from Indian Express. So what is this Fit for 55? Basically, this is one of the proposed legislations by the European Commission. What do they want to do? They want to reduce the greenhouse gas emissions by 55% by the year 2030. So this is about mitigating the impact of climate change. What are their plans? Cars which currently are using the fossil fuels, this will be reduced. What they will shift to is the electric vehicles, and ultimately to bring the electric vehicles into practice, what we require is the electric infrastructure. So suitable infrastructure will also be developed according to this particular plan as well. Apart from this, there are other things which will be taken up by the European Commission to mitigate the impact of climate change. Is what is this Fit for 55? Now let's look into the next practice question. The annual range of temperature in the interior of the continent is high as compared to coastal areas. What are the reason or the reasons? Thermal difference between land and water, variation in altitude between continents and oceans, presence of strong winds in the interior, heavy rains in the interior as compared to the coast. Select the correct answer using the codes given below. The answer to this is one only. This happens to be a previous year question from the year 2013. Now let's look into the fact of the day. The fact of the day for today's discussion is Draft Drone Rules of 2021. This is an initiative of the Ministry of Civil Aviation where they have come up with Draft Drone Rules of 2021, which will be replacing Unmanned Aircraft System Rules of 2021. What are the details of this particular rules? Basically, as of now, there is a draft. It will go for the public consultation. They will take all the viewpoints of the public and changes may be introduced as well. But as of now, when you look into these rules, it says that they would be providing a unique identification number to the drones. So those drones which are required to be operated will get the unique identification number. Without this unique identification number, they would not be able to operate a drone until and unless an exemption is given by the government of India. Added to this, where will they get this particular identification number? For which what we have is a digital platform called as the Sky platform, which is initiated or under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Basically, you have to give all the requirements of your particular drone, what is the weight, what is the flying capacity and everything, after which the Ministry of Civil Aviation, the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and all the departments which are linked to this will look into that particular drone, and ultimately they will provide the unique identification number. Thereby this will help in ease of doing business. The number of forms that is required to be filled is currently being reduced from 25 to about 5 to 6 forms as well. So the whole permit raj, the license raj is comparatively reduced as well. And added to this, there are no restrictions on drone operations even by the foreign owned companies which are registered in India. All import of drones and drone components will be regulated by the Director General of Foreign Trade as well. Pilot license is also not necessary for the non-commercial drones, which means for the non-commercial drones, the pilot license is again not a necessity according to the Draft Drone Rules of 2021. Added to this, we will have what is called as the zones. What are zones? These are the limitations or the regulations which the government of India can come up with. There will be green zone, there will be yellow zone and there will be red zone as well. So when it comes to these zones, whether they would be able to operate or not will again be defined by the government of India. So what is the significance of this? What we will have is a business friendly single window online system, minimal amount of human interference, and what we will have is more permissions given by the government of India as soon as possible to upscale the ease of doing business in India. It is this that we have to understand in reference to this article. So this is it for today. Thank you for watching. All the best.